Hey guys, Dustin here, CEO of 630. Today we're going to answer the question, do electric bikes charge when pedaling? Stick around. All right, so today we're going to answer the question, do electric bikes charge when pedaling? But before we jump in, please hit that subscribe button below. Stay in the know about 630, all we're doing over here, the content, the products we're releasing, and we do weekly, monthly giveaways. If you want to be a part of that, please subscribe so you know when it's coming up. All right, so can electric bikes charge the batteries when pedaling? The answer to this, short answer is some bikes do. Now, let's talk about regenerative braking or pedaling and what goes into that. This is going to be a much more expensive system than a standard electric bike system. Most electric bike systems do not have the regenerative braking, or they do not charge when you pedal. Some out there do have this capability, but again, you're going to pay more of a premium for that type of setup or that type of motor. The other thing I will say is if you're charging your battery while pedaling, that is going to mean that there's going to have to be friction created somewhere on the bike between some kind of metal pads or some kind of system. So when you're pedaling, there's going to have to be friction created, sending energy back into the battery. What this means that is, if you have a battery that charges when you pedal, pedaling is going to be much more difficult because you're going to feel the restriction when you pedal in order to charge the battery. So it's really not ideal to have the battery charging, or to be charging the battery when you're pedaling, because it's going to exhaust the rider a lot quicker. Now, in the future, there's none that I know about right now. You might be able to engage this or disengage it as you see fit, which could be a nice option if you want to pedal a little bit and charge the battery, but not use that all the time. But again, as far as I know, there's no systems out there where you can choose to engage or not engage that. As the technology gets better, I think you'll see that more and more. The other thing is the regenerative braking. So can you send power to the battery or motor when you brake? I haven't seen an e-bike like that. I'm not aware of one. I would guess that they do exist. If you've heard about one, please comment below. I'd love to hear about it. But again, this is going to be a more advanced system, which is definitely going to put it into a higher price point. Now, this is sort of a feature that you see a lot of electric cars having. In particular for the regenerative braking, it's great because you're already trying to stop anyways. So if the sending power back from that friction on braking into the battery, it's great because it's not really affecting how you ride because you were already wanting to brake. So the friction is good in those situations. Now, if it's something you're interested in, you should take a look at it. I don't think in the long run on a bicycle having the regenerative charging capability with the pedaling or the brakes, you're not really going to send that much power back to the battery. You may be able to get 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile extra at best. You know, in a car, it's a little bit different. Bigger brake pads or bigger pads, more friction being created when you're braking on big downhills. So I think as the technology improves, this is something that could be really key to the development of future electronic bike systems. But again, as it is today, for the companies that do exist out there, I don't think it's going to be a huge benefit back to riders. And it's also going to be more out of your pocketbook. But if it's something you're interested in, they do exist. So unfortunately, I don't have any great recommendations, but I would just Google it, maybe motors for electric bikes with regenerative braking or pedaling. You can check it out. So if you have any other questions, comments, or thoughts, please put them below in the comments section or email us, the team at 630.com, or call us 310-982-2877. Also, if you're in the market for an electric bike, check them out on our website, 630.com, on the electric bike category. Our bikes, our motor systems do not have the regenerative braking or pedaling, but we have great motors, great batteries. They work amazing. So please take a look, browse it. Huge selection, men's and women's, all sorts of colors. And we have a proprietary algorithm called our Body Fit Quiz. You answer some questions about your body, your life, and our proprietary system will recommend the perfect bike for you, whether it be a standard bike or an e-bike. And the bonus, we have a 365-day return policy. If you don't love your bike within 365 days, send it back, no questions asked, no money out of your pocket. Lastly, download our 630 pedaling app. Track your rides and be a part of our community, follow the leaderboard, and also be entered to win weekly, monthly giveaways for e-bikes, bikes, and accessories. Our weekly leaders and miles are win prizes weekly and monthly. It's a lot of fun. Come join us. All right, so thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey, your experience. Enjoy the ride.